It is now my pleasure to introduce the representative of the class of 2020 chosen to address you. A truly remarkable young woman who has certainly left her mark on our college. She graduated with a Bachelor's of Science degree in biology and psychology. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Rachel Fish.
Everything happens for a reason. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. You know, I could fill a book with all of the overdone Pinterest quotes that I've heard when it comes to hard times, and quite frankly, I'm not even a big fan of lemonade. Speaking of books, there are shelves filled with books on resilience. But this class has no need of those. We know resilience. March 13th, 2020. Do you remember where you were? Maybe you were at home with your family or traveling somewhere warmer for spring break. I remember all too well that I was sitting in a doctor's office waiting room when I received the email letting us know that our senior year was cut short and we would not be returning to the Heights. Not wanting strangers in the waiting room to see me cry, I scooted to my car before the waterworks started, but because we live in snowy Syracuse, New York, my tears promptly froze to my face. I digress. Rewind to spring 2020. Stuck in quarantine for the unforeseeable future. I'm sure some of you binged Tiger King or learned how to bake bread. Maybe you read a book or made TikTok videos or got really into hiking. Personally, I rewatched the Harry Potter series and rewatched and rewatched. A single line stuck with me though. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light. Well, easy for some character with magical abilities and a fancy wand to say, but I began to think about this quote. If one only remembers to turn on the light. So what is this light? And how does one turn it on? After some thought, I think I understand what this light is. Fast forward to spring 2021. A professor in my master's program, when met with health struggles of his own, simply stated to my occupational therapy cohort, I choose the positive. What a simple idea, to make that conscious choice every day, even when met with such adversity. Despite his multiple surgeries and constant battles with his own heart, he continues to ride his bike, even completing a tour of all 11 Finger Lakes. That is 433 miles of biking, a feat many of us with minimal health concerns could never complete. Talk about resilience. Rewind to August 2019. A spot found on my father's MRI turns into a diagnosis of brain cancer, which turns into countless appointments and tests, which turns to weeks of radiation and chemotherapy through the fall and winter. Regardless of this life-altering diagnosis, my dad continued to crack terrible jokes and share countless pictures of his cat Ellie at every single appointment. And on his last day of radiation, he even handed out bags of candy to all of the staff at Upstate Cancer Center as a thank you for all that they had done. So how can someone going through so much still spread happiness and joy wherever he goes? How can someone surrounded by such darkness be so full of light? You see, we are all faced with times of darkness throughout our lives. Hardship, loss, struggle. Some darknesses may seem larger than others, and some may pass more quickly. Some may feel as though they consume you, but dear class of 2020, please understand that you have so many lights surrounding you. You are resilient. Look at all that you have endured, yet here you all sit. You are bright. You have the power to pull yourselves and others through tough goings and handfuls of lemons. Be the light for someone. You never know what darkness someone else is experiencing. Fast forward to today. It has been nearly 2 years since my dad's diagnosis, and I am thrilled to say that he is sitting right here today watching his oldest child graduate with her bachelor's degree. My dad is my light. We are all finally reunited with our friends and our classmates, all of whom we missed so dearly. Our friends are our light. We are finally walking the stage while our beloved professors, advisors, and role models watch. These mentors are our light. We are finally home on the heights. The heights are our light. Lemoyne College has succeeded not only in educating us to the highest degree, but in giving us these sources of light that we can carry with us for the rest of our lives, and for that, I am thankful. Likewise, thank you to our professors who were a shining beacon steering us in the direction that we wish to go. Thank you to our families, lighthouses guiding us on every step of our journey. Our friends, glimmering stars that we search for when the world just seems so dark. As bright light shines on our experience here, I am reminded of how lucky we are to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. How blessed we are to be inundated with these connections, these friendships, and these memories that come with being a dolphin. We are inundated with the light if we choose to turn it on. Class of 2020, you are resilient. You are bright. You have the power to choose the positive. Go forth and remember not only to set the world on fire, but to turn on the light. Thank you.